Just thought I'd jump on and do a quick video of a really quick and easy upgrade for the high beam circuit on the VL. So I was noticing that under here, the high beam fuse, although it wouldn't necessarily blow, I could always smell a smell of hot plastic when my high beams were on, and noticed the actual rail starting to deform with heat. And done a bit of research and discovered that it was a really common fault because of the wiring of these things, and often people chucking higher wattage globes in these cars, is that the system just had too much current drawing on the old wiring. And so what I've done is just installed this relay here, and it was really easy. I'm just going to run you through what I did. So basically just bought some 25 amp wiring, just because that was the highest that was available at Super Cheap Auto in Ashburton. And what was this stuff here actually? 25 amp auto cable. This set of wiring crimping bits and pieces in the stripper was only 15 bucks. And then the relay itself is a 30 amp 4-way relay with a fuse, a 30 amp fuse, because you need the fuse, and that just saves you putting it in line. And so all I've had to do is get power straight off the battery, and some people run them off the alternator. I couldn't be bothered with that. I thought out of interest I'd check the voltage at the high beam before doing this, and it was only just over 10 volts. And just for your, I'll come back to the wire, but I'll start here at the fuse. So what I did first is I tapped into the high beam circuit, which is this green, see it there, the green wire. I've done it quite tidily with some of this loom stuff I had lying around, but basically I in behind this catch can here is the green wire going into the high beam, and I tested it with a tester just to confirm. I had my daughter hold the high beam control on the stalk of the car, just to make sure and confirm that it was the high beam, and that it had signal coming from the original setup on both sides. So it's got one, it doesn't just go through one side and over to the other, it comes in on both sides to the headlights. So that's your green one, and all I had to do there was I cut this side and put the loom side aside after insulating it, and then run a wire, positive, the red wire, over to this side and tapped it in on this side, spliced in a line going over here to the output of this relay, and then hooked the other side of the green line, which is the signal from the original loom, which the fuse of that is under that fuse box, to use as a signal wire into this amp. So that's the signal wire, and then just simply positive off the battery, negative off the battery, and I soldered it all up properly. And you can use heat shrinking stuff, but I just used tape, and yeah, wired it all up, and the difference is like crazy, like day and night. It's really incredible. And the difference in current, it went straight up to 12.3 volts not running, and right up to almost 13 while it was running. And it's a lot of draw. I haven't checked my wattage of bulbs, but there's a hell of a lot of draw on. Like if the car's cold, it'll stall the car putting the high beams on. So really, really great and easy upgrade. Cost me less than $50 and less than an hour of my time doing it properly. And it gave me a chance to get rid of some oil that was rolling around these chassis rails and or these tubs down here, because the bottom of my catch can had no plug in the hole in the bottom, so all the condensation and stuff and all the residue from the oil and vapor was all running down there. So it gave me a good opportunity to give everything a good scrub up, bunged up that hole, and yeah, it all took me less than an hour. So really good, straightforward upgrade for the old VL, and way brighter lights.